Hey guys, I'm here, I'm Ark. Hello, hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm here for the long-awaited hair update video. If you haven't seen the first one, I will put a link in the description below. But I've had a lot of people asking for an update, and I'm pretty sure it's been a few years, because I think I did the last one at the last place I lived, and I've been living here for about 2 years, so... You know, I'm not a YouTuber. I just upload occasionally, and I've been so busy. So anyways, enough of that. Hair. I have it. At least I have a little bit of it. As you can see, I don't have too much. And my scalp is unhappy. It's also very greasy right now. Not like insanely greasy, but greasy enough. I'm still dealing with growing out my bangs. Because every few years I think, oh, I can have bangs, right? I'll just deal with it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure a few of you know exactly what that's like. This cowlick, my hair literally just grows flat and backwards. Look at that. Your girl is too lazy for bangs. So I just need to remember that. Anyways, I had a video before where I showed you guys my oiling routine, and people seemed to like that because everybody's on this hip trend of oiling their hair and oiling their scalp and all this, and I thought, you know what, maybe it could help me. And you know what, it did, but not in the way that I was initially hoping. I mean, I was hoping that my scalp would heal up a little because it was like a disaster. It was disgusting. There were scabs everywhere. I feel like I was having an allergic reaction to my previous shampoo. I was using Tresemme. Ugh, wouldn't recommend that. I am now back on Kalia. I tried using Redken for a little bit because, like, oh, you gotta use the professional hair. The advertising got to me. I was like, all right, well, let's give it a try because, you know, it's clearly helped so many people. And then my scalp had a panic attack. It was like, nope, I'm not doing this. I had rashes all over my scalp. My hair was falling out, and so I went back to Kalia, and my scalp was a lot better. So I guess I'm just a Kalia girl now. I was thinking about maybe trying Pros because it seems like so many people use it and like, oh, it's custom shampoo, custom conditioner, oh, will match your hair type and everything. And then I thought to myself, well, let's look up some reviews. There were a lot of very not good reviews on that, and I just didn't want to spend a heck ton more money just to find out that I bought a product that I'm going to have a problem with when I'm already doing just fine with Kalia. So here we go. I'm about to buy another ginormous bottle of it. I'll bring it out shortly so you can see the one that I use. It works for me. And again, all of this is just what works for me. And it might not work for you. It might work for you. I don't know, but people have been asking. So for a while I was using the Blue Beautifly Amalaki scalp oil, and it was fine. It was totally fine, but I feel like it wasn't really doing everything I needed it to do because one of the big problems, I get like red bumps and scabs and stuff on my scalp, and whenever I get lazy with the oiling, they come back, and I've been a little lazy with the oiling, so I figured now is the time to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I no longer just buy one oil, I buy 3. And I could honestly probably just use 2 of them, but my sense of need to throw something else in it comes through. And so I'll go through the oils that I use so that you can understand my thought process, however hectic and stupid it is. So jojoba oil, I know it's technically a wax, but you know, it's simple. It does the trick. It works very well as a carrier oil for me, in which I use tea tree oil, because this has been amazing at dealing with all those little scabby scabs on the top of my head. This stuff's been great, but it's too potent to use on its own, so I use jojoba oil to kind of water it down. And then my third oil that I use is castor oil, because I still have hope that somewhere out there I will grow hair again. And I did upload a video with me microneedling my scalp. I did that for a couple months, and then my life got really busy and hectic, and I couldn't afford the couple days of healing that my scalp needed to do. Christmas was hectic, let me tell you. When you have your own business, Christmas is messed up. It's insane. And then now it's March, more than halfway through March. I still haven't gotten back on the microneedling thing. Yeah, I might. I'm very unreliable, but I might. I still have a bunch of needle ends, you know, that I can do. And I mean, I know it takes at least, what, like 6 months before you really start to see any difference. I got a few months of needling in, and I mean, I didn't see anything change, really, I don't think. I mean, I do have a little more growth along here, but I don't know whether that's the oil or the microneedling, or if it's neither. I know it can't be a stress related thing. Like, my stress definitely hasn't gone down, you know? So I don't think it's that. But, you know, I got my oils here. I'm gonna plop them on, and then you can kind of see how I do it. Normally I do this in the bathroom, but my bathroom is so small that it's basically a closet that has a toilet, sink, litter box, shower, and laundry. Like, you have enough space just to turn around. So I can't be in there filming YouTube videos for you guys because there just simply isn't enough space. And also, sorry if the lighting's terrible. It was sunny, and then it was a blizzard, and now it's just overcast, so I'm working with what I got. So anyways, people might complain about how I do this, but I just put it right in here. I just put it right on my scalp. I just straight up do this. So I move it around because I noticed that if I just go like this, it just goes on my hair, and I don't really get it in my scalp. And if I move it around while I do that, it also just gets on my hair. So I have to put it down, release some. I have to do it like that. That's what works for me. So here we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of this. I got this silicone thing that I use to sort of massage my scalp and move it around and stop it from dripping down my face as much. Although when I'm letting it sit, I still have to wipe off my face because stuff like that happens. I try to just kind of get it and pull it back, but you know, it's gonna need a little towel off because I burn up like a furnace, which makes this stuff just turn into just the fastest running drip you've ever seen in your whole life. So I gotta do this like 20 times. Sorry if this video is long. I'm not into the whole cutting my videos into 50 sections. I like to get it all out in as few takes as possible. I feel like it's a little more personal this way, you know? It's like we're hanging out. There it goes. Can't tell how much of this oil is my own or the jojoba oil. It's been a whopping 3 days since my last shower. Usually I shower every other day, sometimes every day. It depends, because like when I work, I'm around other people and I don't want to smell bad or look like a wet rat. So I have responsibilities now. And I've kind of given up on the whole, I only shower, or I only wash my hair once a week. Yeah, I can't do that. I have 5 hairs on the top of my head. They get greasy almost immediately. I step out of the shower and my pores just open up and start having a party. You know? I can't just be like you holistic girls that are like, I am I can only wash my hair once a week and get away with it. Well, I wish. That'd be really cool. But I can't. Alright, so yeah, I just sort of massage that stuff in a little bit, but not like too much, because I still got to get this stuff on. So, actually, I'll keep this right here. I'm going to need to... Then I move on to the tea tree oil. This doesn't really matter as much because it's more of like a liquid, so it finds its way down. So I just put a little bit of that up top and I move it around, and then it can, so I feel like it's important to put the jojoba oil on first, so it kind of acts almost as like a little barrier, you know? So the tea tree oil isn't just going straight on. And realistically, you could probably even get another bottle and then just like make a mixture of all three. I don't know if that would work. I haven't tried it yet. But I also kind of like the process of just doing it one at a time. I feel like it gets a little bit more head massaging in than if I was just to put it all in at once, you know? I feel like this works for me. So usually I will do this twice just to get enough, but not too much. Okay, I gotta keep my head back just a little bit so it doesn't run down into my eyes, because it is just basically a liquid. And I like my ability to see, you know? It's kind of cool. Let's see, can you kind of see? I mean, you can see my whole scalp from here, so yeah, of course you can, but I like to get it nice and saturated. This cowlick will be the death of me. So I mainly just apply this to the top of my head. The back of my head, surprisingly, almost no scabs or problems there ever, and it's like 3 times thicker or more than the hair on the top of my head. So no problems there, which is crazy. And there will be some oil that, you know, drips down, you know, that kind of melts on top of my head. So I'm using this as like a mirror. Woo, that's a lot. Well, here we go, I guess. That's a lot. Cool. I don't usually use that much, but for the sake of this video, I guess that's just what we're doing. We'll do a little experiment together. So this stuff is very thick, definitely not watery. I definitely have to spend a lot more time running it through and praying and hoping that it does anything. I don't know if it really does. I've seen a lot of people say that it does. Maybe I just need to actually bite the bullet and go talk to a hair specialist, you know, like a doctor, not a stylist. I don't want to take any more medication. You know, like I took Accutane years ago and that was terrible. Worth it, but I only had to take the Accutane for like 5 months. And that was great. And from what I've seen for like stuff for your hair, you gotta take it for the rest of your life. You know, I feel like I'd almost rather be bald than be on pills for the rest of my life, even if I had nicer hair. And then there's all this topical stuff that people are like, oh, just put that on. Yeah, but it can kill your cat. I've got a cat. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. I've just gotten so tired with this whole friggin' beauty thing and beauty standards, and I've decided I just don't really care as much anymore. But the scabs do get painful, and I'll have like blood on my head. Like I'll have an itch and I'll scratch a little scab, and next thing I know I've got blood coming down, and I'm like, well, this ain't right. And then I gotta get back on my oil game just so that I can stay on top of it. So I don't really think of this as like a beauty routine. I think of it as like an I don't want to get scabs and have blood in my hair kind of thing. Because that's not good. It's not good to have that. I don't know. I talk too much. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe not. I don't know. But either way, this is just sort of what I do, and it kind of ends up giving me close to like 10 minutes of scalp massage since I take my time with the process, you know? Properly spreading it around promotes good circulation and all that jazz. And then, like, you can really see, like, my scalp is red. There's blood flowing in there, that's for sure. And I'm like 90% sure that that's blood inside my skin and not outside, right? So that's cool. But like, see what I mean? I have fairly thin hair. It's like all my hair right there. You see what I mean? You see why I've given up? You see why I don't care anymore? Because there's no point. Nobody else cares. Does it? I have a question. When you're out in public, let's say you're at the grocery store, you see someone with thin hair. Do you look at them and think like, oh, that's disgusting? Because I know I don't. I don't think I've ever cared about what anyone else's hair looks like. I legitimately don't think I've ever cared. So most people probably don't care that my hair is thin. It's just a part of who I am, and that's fine. And that's like what I'm trying to instill inside myself, to just not beat myself up for just being born this way. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, why did I spend so many years beating myself up over something that I just probably can't change without, like, spending a bunch of money on medication and possibly having side effects, or, oh, heaven forbid, a hair transplant. I know I don't need that. It just sounds awful. And man, I could make a whole other video going in depth on beauty standards and why I've decided to leave most of it behind. Hell, I haven't even worn makeup since last summer. I think like July. My skin is so much better for it. Like, yeah, I got a pimple here or there. Look, I had, oh, see, that was bigger last night. It's almost gone now. I've had it for a day. It's already going away. So like, there's so many things I just don't have to worry about. And hair, I think, is one that I should stop caring as much about. And if you're watching this, then maybe you should also do that. Just focus on your health, you know? Like, nobody really cares if you look a little bit ratty. Maybe your boss might care. I mean, in that case, just find a shampoo and conditioner that works for you and shower a little bit more frequently. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But either way, there's the oil applied. Just feel like the less that we care about the looks side of things, probably the better. Most people don't care. So I'm gonna chill on caring. Anyways, I'm gonna let this sit for like an hour or so, and then I'm gonna go have a shower, and then I guess I'll see you guys back after that. Yeah, okay. See you soon. And I'm back with clean hair. So the ends are still wet. I don't like to blow dry my hair all the way. I let it dry a little bit, and then sometimes I'll blow dry my roots. Usually I just kind of let it dry on its own. But today I felt like blow drying it a little just to sort of see how it would take it. You see this lovely tuft of hair that likes to be rebellious and hang out in the front? Yeah, it doesn't get better when my bangs grow out, by the way. But either way, there it is. There's the hair. And now at this point it's like mostly my natural hair color. As you can see. I haven't really seen the sun much the last couple of years, so it's a lot darker than when I do spend a bit of time outside. But you see, it's gotten longer. I cut it again last year a few times. I had it really short. I had it like this short last summer. It was a little shorter than, well, not really. It wasn't as short as I wanted, but also a little too short at the same time. Hard to explain. It just didn't really end up 100% how I wanted. So now I'm just growing it out again. Because I like having long hair, but I also like having short hair. And there's the dilemma. Every few years, I'm like, oh, let's cut it. And then I'm like, a few months later, oh, let's grow it out. But like it grows quick enough that I'm not super concerned. Like by a year from now, it'll be down to like here with a couple trims still. I don't really get the dreaded split ends, which is interesting, but I'm grateful. But yeah, so you can see my scalp. Obviously, that patch won't have healed up right away, but all in all, like it feels a lot better after the oiling. I just need to do like a few more oils over the next couple weeks and just actually keep up with it for a change. But I really like how it makes my hair feel. The scabs on top of my head. Sorry, the sun is going down over the roof of a building across the street, and so it's like, ugh, all in my face. But either way, I like how it makes my hair feel. Obviously, I haven't brushed it yet. I'm gonna wait for it to be dry, because if I brush it while it's still a little wet, it's all just gonna break apart because it does that. But yeah, in case you wanted to see the results, you know, like it's a lot shinier, it's a lot healthier. It feels so much better than when I had the white hair. A lot softer, that's for sure. And then I use the Purology 23, the one in the purple bottle. I just do it on the back here, just so that I can like at least get around here. And my hair is finally getting to the length where I'm starting to think about oiling the tips a little. Just one droplet of the jojoba oil, pretty much. That's all I need. Just one little droplet, and then I go, and I run it through the lengths of my hair. You know, do the thing. But I tend to not do that when it's shorter, because it just ends up, even just one droplet can make it so insanely greasy. So when it gets down like closer to about here, that's when I tend to oil it like once, like after my hair's all dry, after I get out of the shower. It's not like an everyday kind of thing. It's like every other day to every third day when I do shower. But now that I'm showering more often, I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to do it every day to every other day. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out and I'll get back to you in 3 years. But either way, this is sort of where my hair is at. My unbrushed mess. I still have some like bleached ends from like here down in different parts. Like obviously the inside here, that's all my natural hair coming out, but then on the outskirts, because you know it takes a lot longer to grow down from there than from here. It's just, I'm waiting for that to get longer and I can't wait to cut it off. But I don't want to have like short hair again right now, so you know, I don't want to cut it to like here. I don't want to cut off all that hair yet. I'm not ready for that. I want to grow it out long again. So maybe, I'm thinking maybe in May, like late May or on my birthday, I'll go in for a little trim, and then just like every 4 to 6 months, just get like another ½ inch to 1 inch cut off, just until it's all gone. But I don't want to really like lose the length. The main problem is that when my hair gets really long, it weighs it down and it just does that, you know? But the blow drying, I blow dry with my head upside down, and it tends to give me a little bit more volume. I just still don't blow dry super often because I just feel like it's not as good for my hair. And I don't use like the hot setting, I use the warm setting on high, and I hold it a little bit further away. But I think it does help to blow dry with my head like upside down, so that like the hair falls down and then I get a little bit more of that volume. But yeah, so this is just sort of what I've been doing and what has worked for me. I wasn't being the best to my hair for a little bit, I guess, when I was using Redken. But so now I have almost a full bottle of the Redken shampoo and conditioner that I guess I gotta give to a friend or something, because I don't want to throw that out. So that's where I'm at right now, pretty much. Anyways, this video is already way too long. If you have any other questions, I guess just leave them in the description below. And I'm hoping that soon I will get around to doing my skin routine video, because I did the Accutane series back in like 2019, 2020, and I've noticed a lot of stuff with my skin, and had a lot of thoughts about it, because, you know, Accutane, it's not fun. I'll leave it mostly at that, but you can go watch my Accutane series if you want to know the horrors I went through. I did not leave out any details, not even the yucky ones. So I'm hoping I'll have a little bit of time in the next couple weeks to go over what my skincare routine looks like now, because I have had people asking. I've had people asking for an update on everything. So I'm just trying to work my way through it. I'm just a busy little bee, so I'm trying to get caught up with that. Again, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm just a person who occasionally uploads videos. So my apologies for not being on time all the time, because I don't have a time. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go. This video is way too long. Thank you for listening. If you made it all the way to here, congratulations. That's cool, I appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Or not, I don't know. You can do what you want. So, have a good one, whatever it is, whenever you are, wherever you are. And see ya. Bye.